You are live. Okay, now it's having us be live. So
yeah, now it says live. I see it on your Brady Bunch square.
it says live, but I don't live. Go live. We are live. View on YouTube. Okay. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. Now, for anybody, hopefully the people in chat, go to my YouTube channel now and you'll see that we're live on YouTube. Now you can stay in chat in StreamYard. I really am not sure how this interacts, but I think we're good now. So thank you so much. Yep, there's Ryan. Okay, awesome. All right, we're live on YouTube. Thank you again. I just want to give a quick shout out to Esther, Stacy, and Patty for helping with this test. We're going to play Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg at a Hong Kong Mahjong table on Mahjong Time. And the reason we're able to do that is because many of the hands, 43% of the hands in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg can be played at a Hong Kong Mahjong table. The code, the hands are the same. The scoring is different though. And incidentally, with Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, there's one Charleston pass, right across left. And that is not going to be part of the game because Hong Kong Mahjong does not do a Charleston. So that will be omitted. And once the game is programmed at Mahjong Time, there will be a Charleston just like normal. And then also there'll be scoring just like normal for Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. But for now, we're just going to practice playing with the hands in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg at a Hong Kong Mahjong table. So if, let's see, we have Stacy, oh, that's you. Okay, good. So Stacy, I see you, STABU. I need to add that so I can, STABU. All right, we're going to make you South. And then Patty, can you log into Mahjong Time so you can come to our table?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've got my phone up and my computer up. It's doing weird because I don't know.
Okay. No worries. Let's see here. Okay, Carol's with us on YouTube. Diane, hi. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, let's see here. Viewing now. Okay, good. All right. So hopefully I'll get used to this StreamYard program. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. All right. So now only one of us can share our screen at a time. So while what's the matter? Are you okay? What? Yeah. Okay. So if you want help, you could either describe what your hand is and I'll give you some recommendations, or you can share your screen. And while we're playing, we're going to pretend like we don't know what you have. So we're not going to let that affect our decision making. We're going to compartmentalize our decision making so that we're focused on our hand, but we're going to help each other as we go so it's interactive. And hopefully the viewing audience will be able to learn some things about Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg as we go. And of course, if you have any questions on YouTube, just write them in the chat. It's open to subscribers, so you need to subscribe to my channel to participate in chat. If you have any questions along the way, we can see the comments and we'll be able to answer your questions once we see them. So we need, Patty, when you have them, let me know when you are, oh.
I'm there.
Let's see here. I have two of you on here. That's strange.
Let me see. I'm going to turn off my phone from
it. Okay.
Let me see if I can leave from my phone and stay.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Wow.
You may not have heard which game to join too.
Huh?
I don't know if she was here when you were saying which game to try to join.
I got it. Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. I'm there.
Okay, and so, oh, you're Mary 4, is that right?
I'm Mary for Love, yeah.
Okay, let me just write that down here. Mary 4 Love, okay.
I know it's kind of corny when I did it. I did Mary for Love, by the way.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Let's see. So that's Patty. All right. Now I'm going to make you. So we have east, southwest. So you're west. Now we're going to focus on 2 pages out of the Wright-Patterson book, and it's primarily because everyone's new to the game. Everyone's going to be playing on pair hands and sequence hands. And incidentally, if you can, maybe I think the game sound is going to be combative. So if you can exit or turn the sound off of your game, and you can do that by going to the cog before you enter a table, and you can turn off the sound. There's a little microphone or speaker icon in the upper right corner that will turn off the sound.
There's one in the game also on the upper right corner. That's what I just did.
Okay, you have to hover your mouse. Mine drops down. So, okay, good. All right, now.
How did you do that, Stacy?
If you hover your mouse up above the frame at the top of the window, it will drop down another bar with icons in the right corner, and one of them is a speaker. Now, whoever's east, Patty, you need to discard. What do you have the most of in dots, bams, or cracks?
Actually, it looks like if I would go for a pair hand, I'm good on the, let me see. I'm going to discard the crack. I'm familiar with the game, so can you hear me?
Okay, I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of teaching them to go for 1 suit and honors because they're playing pairs in sequence. So
Perfect.
I'm recommending that they do 1. So I apologize for that. Okay.
No. I get it.
Let's see here. I'm going to be, so Patty, since you know the game, play whatever you want. I'm also going to play throughout the book, but Esther and Stacy are going to be playing on pairs and sequences specifically.
Perfect.
So you're going to want to focus on whatever you have the most of with one of your numbered suits, and then any combination of winds and dragons. Just keep them all and discard the tiles that don't fit the suit. And once you have 1 suit and honors, then start looking at the components of your hand and figure out, do I have more of a sequence in my suit, or do I have more pairs? And that way you can kind of eliminate, or by process of elimination, figure out which hand to play. And if you want advice, please just ask. You can unmute yourself and ask. Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
So it looks like it dealt me an 8 bam, and then I guess I waited too long, so it discarded it. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay. And my flowers that are sitting out there, that's normal?
I'm sorry?
3 dots.
2 flowers that are sitting out in front of my hand.
Yes, that is normal. They are not in your hand. They're bonus tiles. So flowers are not in your hand. They will automatically be exposed, and the game will give you a replacement tile.
Got it.
Now,
Okay.
somebody didn't mute their
8
game.
characters.
I don't know who. I guess if one
It's
person.
me. I haven't figured out how to do it yet.
No, that's okay. If one person has it, it's okay. It's just if multiple people do, then it's going to be confusing.
4
But if one
dots.
person has it, then we'll be able to hear. But when everybody does, it'll be hard to do.
South
So,
wind.
okay, sounding good right now. Okay. Okay, so now.
6 bamboo.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Why? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just going to share my screen. I apologize.
I'm going to go ahead and discard, Michelle, so it won't discard
2
for me.
bamboos.
Well, yeah, sure. Okay, so sorry, everybody on YouTube. I forgot to share my screen. Okay, so I may be playing a hand of honors, that's what you're looking at here. I'm trying to collect 1s, 9s, and winds and dragons. And the reason is because I have 2 pair of 1s. And I do have a pair of 2s, but you can't just do anything. You have to match something in the book. And there's
6
a category
bamboos.
in the book where you have 1s, 9s, and winds and dragons. It's called Hands of Honors, which is incidentally my favorite category. because they're high point hands. And they're pretty.
They're everybody's favorite.
9 dots.
Can you guys
What are
see?
honors hands?
Now this,
What are honors?
honors are winds and dragons, any combination of winds and dragons.
5 bamboos.
Now, has anybody gotten just one suit in honors yet?
No, not me.
Not yet? Okay. If you want to share your hand at any time, just click, see if you can present and we can see what happens.
No, not me.
Nobody wants to share yet?
I don't really, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Just
Why
trying
don't you
to-
share your screen and we can give you some tips? Do you see where you can
8
present?
characters.
Mhm.
2 characters.
Do you guys, does everybody see my
That it?
hand of honors here developing? I may play
Three
a
dots.
hand called Heavenly Twins, which is one
8
is pairs
bamboos.
of winds, dragons, and terminals. Terminals are winds and
5
nines.
bamboos.
Can you see my hand? I tried to share.
2
Okay,
characters.
All right, we're seeing it. Okay, so
Now I'm being dealt a red.
if
I don't know
were
how to
you,
share.
one moment there, Stacy, keep that dragon and discard. I would play a hand of honors. You could play Heavenly Hash. You have enough honors to play Heavenly Hash, and you have a. Oh shoot!
Yeah, I didn't know what to throw.
I was gonna recommend that you throw the
2
6 crack
dots.
or what 2 through 8, but you can still recover. Ones, nines, winds, and dragons. That is a hand of honors. So if you hoard, I'm going to go ahead and just to expedite, I'm going to play Heavenly Hash and Pung.
Pung.
I had wins. I threw them.
That's okay. This is
bamboos.
learning. We're learning. It's okay. So keep the 1 because that's a terminal. That's part of honors. Throw the 6 crack.
6
So
characters.
ones, nines, winds, and dragons make up honors.
5 dots.
Okay.
And there are 2 pages of hands that can be played. And what I would recommend just for learning is something called Heavenly Hash. It's 4 pungs and a pair of
7
terminals, which are
bamboos.
ones and nines, winds and dragons. So if you have, so you would pass on that. It's asking you if you want to chow, which you don't want to do because a 7 is not in there. You want to discard 2 through 8. You don't want any 2 through 8 in your hand.
2 bamboos.
And if you're prompt, if you pair up like that green dragon, if a green dragon is discarded, you could pung.
Okay.
And that would help you get to Heavenly Hash.
Okay.
And then you would need to pair up and pung the ones and nines there.
Southwind.
Okay.
But you can also, okay, now here's a south was discarded. I am going to pung. You see, I have a pair of souths. So now I'm going to discard the 7, which is a simple tile. Simples are 2 through 8, and you don't want to have any of those when you're playing a hand of honors. So you can see that I have 2 more pair. I'm on my way to completing a Heavenly Hash, which incidentally is a hand that can be won on Hong Kong Mahjong. This is a Hong Kong hand right here. 4 pungs and a pair. This qualifies because it's 4 pungs and a pair.
Michelle, I'm down to one suit,
7
Okay,
characters.
can you click?
but I have a Kong in one of them.
Can you click
one
present,
number.
4
please?
bamboos.
Click present and I'll share your screen.
3 bamboos.
Do you have a present?
I did.
3
Okay.
dots.
Let's see here. I don't see.
Okay, I just clicked
Oh,
share.
there it is. Okay, add to stream. Okay. Let's see here.
See, I have Kong 3s.
Let's see. The next time, if you click the window that only shows the game as opposed to the StreamYard program, but here you have a Kong of 3s. In pair hands, you can use a Kong as 2 pair. That's the only place it applies. So you have 2 pair because you have a Kong of 3s. Then you have northeast, west, and white dragon pair. You could maybe play Betty. That's number 10. Number 10.
Sorry, can I interrupt for a second? So it's offering me a 9 crack. Can I do a Kong of 9 cracks?
Okay. Yes, yes,
Eight
yes, you can.
dots.
Okay.
But you can do that on your next turn. It'll prompt you again on your next turn.
7 dots.
And if the green dragon goes down, click Kong.
Yep.
Okay, so back to
Dragon.
Esther here. You're close to Betty. You need to get a red dragon, a green dragon, and a south, and you need to pair up another one of your
4
cracks.
bamboos.
You're on your way to Betty, number 10. Do
7
you see that
dots.
on your page? Do you see that, Esther?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, so just I'm not sure if everybody. Let's see who's
Oh my God.
somebody I think is being prompted to chow.
Me, Patty.
Oh, good. Oh, Stacy, nice. You got a keeper there.
2 characters.
And on your next turn, you could declare a Kong and get an extra pick from the wall. Like right now, see that Kong prompt?
Oh,
Click
yeah.
Kong. And it's going to expose it as a concealed Kong, and you'll get another pick from the wall or the flower wall. And now you have another terminal.
Okay.
So
So
that was a good pick for you.
now I just discard, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So here's my hand. I'm ready to pump my 1s and 9s.
But I just want to collect 1s and 9s and dragons, right? Is
That-
that what I'm-
And wins, dragons, 1s and 9s.
okay.
Yes,
2
wins are
characters.
used in, I think it's like 40% of the hands. Wins and dragons are highly useful in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg.
6
Okay.
dots.
So,
Wish I knew that. I threw a north and a south right in the beginning.
well, that's okay. We're learning as we go.
Michelle,
Yes.
Michelle, it's Patty.
Bamboos.
Hi, Pat.
I'm ready. I'm ready on Dazzle. Dazzle
Do you want to click
with a
present
7 dot, but I know it won't let me Mahjong, right?
Yes, but can we show your hand so we can let people see it?
Where do I go to do that?
There should be an icon that says present somewhere on your screen.
I don't
It's
see
like
it.
at the bottom.
It's on the streaming.
You might have to scroll down a little bit if you're not full screen.
5
There's
characters.
mute, stop camera settings, present.
Oh shoot! It just discarded my.
Character.
I'm actually in Mahjong Time and I don't
4 dots.
see that.
So so you must have one. You must not have a screen into StreamYard where you can see us.
No.
Because that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll just describe it to everybody.
Character.
So
Okay, I'll try and show it.
2 bamboos.
I just don't see that icon.
4
on
characters.
where you logged in to join us on StreamYard, that's where you would be able to share your screen. So right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hi,
Okay, well,
Karen.
I'm still in StreamYard
You should
too.
have a
Well, I
button.
can see your hand.
You should see an icon that says present. There is a significance
Yeah.
for words because they're called for in many hands. After this game, I'll explain a
8
little deeper.
characters.
Okay, don't worry now, Patty. We're gonna look at everybody's hand now. So everyone.
You can see me now, right?
Yes.
I needed a 7 dot. You
Yeah,
can
we're
explain it. Okay.
We're gonna go over there in just a moment. Okay, so my
Okay.
hand is called Heavenly Hash. That's what I was trying for. This is 4 pungs and a pair of winds, dragons, and terminals. Terminals are 1s and 9s. So I was ready to pung. I got nice and close. Over here,
So
Patty is playing a hand called Dazzle. This is 7 in the pair hand category. Dazzle is number 7, and it's 5 pairs in 1 suit with winds, 1 of each dragon, and then any dragon paired. That is called Dazzle. She's ready to win on a 7 dot. Now this is not a hand that you can play on Hong Kong Mahjong, so you will not be prompted to Mahjong, but she's actually ready to win. And so we were able to practice the decision making up to the winning tile per se. So that would be the case there. Over here, we have Esther, who was able to clear to 1 suit in honors. That's great. And she was trying for a hand called Betty. Betty is 3 pairs of simples, which are 2 through 8. Simples are 2 through 8. And you need 3 pairs in 1 suit with something called 7 odd honors. And what that means is you have 1 of each wind and dragon, and then many times they'll say you need any one of those paired. So she was working towards 7 odd honors and 1 paired. She has her pair of dragons. All she needed here was a red dragon, a green dragon, and a south, and then she needed 1 more pair. She has a Kong of 3s, and in the pair hands, you're allowed to use Kongs as 2 pair. That's a unique, let's see, a unique.
I would have 3 pair then, wouldn't I?
What?
And it discarded my 5 when we were doing the present thing, so I would have had a pair of 5s. But
well, you got nice and close to this hand, but this does not follow the Hong Kong Mahjong convention.
Yeah.
So she would only be able to play up to the winning tile, but she got close. Kudos there. Here we have Stacy, and she was able to get 1 away. Oh no, she was trying for Heavenly Hash, kind of like me. So she has a Kong of 9s that's exposed, and the reason it's stacked is because it's counted as a pung. Even though there are 4 tiles and it's a Kong, they stack it because technically it's 3 tiles, because you need 4 pungs or chows in a pair of 3 tiles each for a completed hand, and they kind of count a Kong as 3. That's why they stack it like that. So she would have been able to pung the green dragon, and then she needed to pair up the 1s, 9s, and then the north, and she would just be able to pung. And you cannot use simples in a hand of honor, so the 5 and 6 would need to go. All right, let's see. I'm just going to quickly, we're going to go ahead and play again. So I'm going to go ahead and click play again. So join the table again, if you will. And then I'm just going to catch up on chat and see if anybody has questions here. So Peg asked about the significance with winds. Winds are prevalent in the Wright-Patterson style of play. And I'm just going to confirm with you the percentage of wind. Hold on. Let me the 56% of the hand percent. So what?
I don't
know if I joined.
I don't see the game. Oh, here. These are not the right people, though.
Well,
I'm
you need
clicking
to.
Hong Kong. How do I need to do that?
Okay, hold on one moment.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm going to create another one because somebody else clicked join before I did. So there's another table. So exit out of the WPMJ game. I'm going to create another one.
How do I exit? I don't even see an exit.
It's the little door at the bottom corner, the bottom right corner of your window. Okay, so I'm going to create a new table. This one I'm going to call Hop Toy. All right, Hop Toy. Hop Toy. Look for Hop Toy in just a minute. Let's see here. Quick Mahjong, 28-point minimum. Hop Toy. Hop Toy. Okay, create game. All right, look for Hop Toy. HOPTOI. Hop Toy. Okay, now back to
Hong Kong, right?
What?
Under Hong Kong, right?
Under Hong Kong. That's correct.
Let's see it.
Oh shoot.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Okay. Patty, can you see the Hop Toy game? Hopefully she'll.
I'm going to let me exit. I've got 2 screens up. I'm at Mahjong Time, and I'm also on the StreamYard thing.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on a minute. Now I'm back. I'm back.
Somebody else
Um,
joined the table. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Under
I
Hot
was
Toy, I can get there.
Well,
Oh gosh, it won't.
somebody already joined the table. So if you maybe just either hang out or maybe stretch your legs, because we're going to play a game, and because
I can
somebody
do
else
that.
joined, I forgot to click seat your players. I forgot to click that in there, so
Okay.
I'll do that next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's Wright-Patterson. Oh, somebody's joined that one too. Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, just ignore those now, because if
Okay.
people.
I'll just I'll
Okay.
enlarge the screen. I'm back in the StreamYard,
Okay.
and I can see what y'all are doing too. So
Oh, okay, good. All right.
okay. If
Okay,
y'all don't
so
mind if I talk.
no, not at all. Okay, so you can see my hand right now. I'm going to shoot for BAMs with dragons, probably. I do have some potential for little chows, which are 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start by letting the 5 crack go. But I'm going to hold on to the dragons and the wind, because I might be able to do something in one suit with winds and dragons. And there is incidentally a really fun hand in the mixed suit category called sukiyaki. It's basically, actually it would be chop suey. Chop suey is 1, 2, 3 in each suit with news and 1 wind paired. I was really looking more for using dragons, and I might be able to do that with something called bamboo blossom if I can get a south wind. I can play 3 5s and 7s and 9s with a pung of green dragons and a pair of south winds. That's called bamboo blossom, and that is in the Chinese tea hands.
Michelle, could you take a quick look at my hand and just tell me what you think I should do? I have about 8 seconds. I'm
Yep.
thinking maybe 1s and 9s again, or all dots. I don't know.
Let's see here. I would, oops.
Too late.
Okay, let's see here. So what I do, especially when I have mixed suits, and with you focusing on pairs and sequences, I would focus on what you have the most of. And you have the most of dots right now.
Right.
So if you wanted to hold on to honors, you could have kept that 9 and at least started discarding the cracks.
Right.
And then just incidentally, by looking at your hand, I don't see readily I would pass. You want to pass.
I can't even see what was discarded. What is that?
It's like a 6 crack, I think. But okay, so you don't want that, because your prominent suit is a dots.
Okay.
And let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to play my hand as well here.
Okay.
All right, so with the sequence and pair hands, it's predominantly 1 suit and honors, which are winds and dragons. So when you first get your dealt hand, you want to look and see what you have the most of and focus there. So you would start by discarding, like the 3 BAM you don't need. You can pass. You don't need a 2 BAM. You're going to focus on dots.
Okay. It's so hard to see the tiles that are discarded. I don't even know what I'm passing on.
Okay, so all you want to really focus on is hoarding dots and honors.
Right.
That's your focus. Focus on dots and honors, and you don't want to do any exposures. You're just going to gather. You're going to stay concealed and gather. So if you're prompted, just ignore it. And then when you draw, hoard dots and honors.
Okay.
And then you're going to discard your offsuit tiles. So
somebody has a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I don't know who. Is there children in someone's home?
In mine, I'm at my grandchildren's house. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. And I'm in the room far away from them with the door shut. But anyway, sorry about that.
Esther, how are you doing with your hand? Do you want to share your screen? Now, winds have greater significance with some hands. We don't have any examples right now, so I don't want to get into it unless we have an example to share, because it is a little bit complex. But there is
Can you see mine?
what?
Can you see my hand now?
No, I don't.
I thought I said
I
share.
don't see. Okay.
One thing I might mention, Michelle, you might explain to them that in the Wright-Patterson game, there's only one very few hands you can actually chow on. So that prompt we keep getting is really inconsequential unless you're playing a jewel hand, which we're not doing right now. So
yeah.
It might just be easier just to say, if it says chow, skip it every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just ignore them. And I did mention that they were playing concealed hands, so
Right.
not to worry about the prompts. That all but one hand on those 2 pages are concealed.
Mm-hmm.
There's one hand you can claim. You can do a Kongs with harmony, but let's see here. Yeah, Brian kind of answered the question on how winds are used. They coordinate with your seat. Okay, so Esther, you're playing probably a dot hand, and you don't have enough wins yet to really play something with wins, unless you build up that sequence more. Have you had any? It looks like there's an east in front of you. Did you discard that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you want to hold. Oh, now you have. Hold on. What seat are you? Yeah, get rid of your 8 crack. You're in south seat, eat soup with nuts. Okay, well, you're in a happy circumstance because there's a hand that you can't see right now called Heavenly Gate or Windy Gates. Windy Gates will be able to use that Kong of 9s. The way the hand works is 111 and 999. No. Where is it? 111 with a sequence of 2 through 9, or 1 through 8 and a sequence. 1 through 8 with a Kong of 9s, and then
Do I need to Kong the north?
No, you've already not right. I wouldn't, because we don't know quite yet what you're doing.
Okay.
You still need a sequence of 1 through 9 in there. So I wouldn't commit to that with those singles not being there. You're a bit far away before I would commit. And the Kong.
Do I need to get rid of the 7 BAMs?
Yep. You won't be able to use those. As good as that looks.
I know.
Yeah.
There are other hands that you could potentially play, but I only gave you a segment because I didn't want to.
It's overwhelming. Overwhelming.
It is overwhelming, and I also didn't want to infringe on copyright.
Right.
Because they don't have a book yet. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some people still need to get a book. So anyway, Peg, let's see. I'm playing a concealed hand. I just want to share my screen to show where I'm at here. I've been able to get nearly to 1 suit and honors. I am probably going to play maybe dragon lineup if I can. I still need a red dragon, but the dragon lineup is a sequence of 1 to 9 and 1 suit with any tile paired 2 through 8. I have a pair of 8s, and then we need 1 of each dragon and any dragon paired. So that's probably what I'm going to do here. That is
a quick question. It's offering me the 1 dot, but I only have 1. So
oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I'm sorry. Okay, so Stacy, I would play 1 suit and honors. I would let the 1 BAMs go. Let the 1 BAMs go. You're really close to just 1 suit and 1 suit with dots.
I've got 1 suit and dots now.
Okay, so
the 3 norths and a west and a red.
If I were you, I would let go of the 1 BAMs and focus on dots. You could maybe play Kung Chao, which is
that's a different hand. If you're looking at somebody else's hand, Michelle.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
I thought I'm on Stacy's. Oh, I'm so confused here.
No. Esther, is that your hand that's got the dots with the white dragon and an east?
No, that's my hand. Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
That's my
Now I
hand
can.
with the one BAMS on the left and the east and the soap on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was offering me a 1 dot earlier, but I only have 1, so I couldn't call that, right?
No, it was probably prompting you to chow.
Yeah, but I can't chow, can I?
No, you just
No.
ignore it.
A chow
You
is
would
3.
ignore
So now
chows.
it's offering me again. I don't even
No.
see what it's
Just go
offering me.
fast.
Okay.
Okay.
And yep, okay, good. You
Good.
can now look at a hand called Snowflake, number 2. Number 2 is Snowflake.
6 pairs of dots and a pair of white dragons. Okay.
Snowflake
And
is
it can
6
be-
pairs of dots with a pair of white dragons.
And it's any pairs, right? It doesn't have to be
Any, yep.
consecutive or odd or even.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
And incidentally, the same hand is Valentine and Shamrock, just with different suits and dragons.
Right. Okay.
Shamrock is with green and Valentine is with red.
So then I wouldn't need the east either, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Another thing, Stacy, is that you cannot call in a closed hand, and many of Wright-Patterson hands are closed. So even though you had off a 1 dot offering, you couldn't call it.
Well, it's a pair anyway that I wouldn't be able to take, right?
Right, exactly.
Now somebody won.
Yep.
No, it's a wall game.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. No,
Okay.
there's still tiles left in the wall.
No, it says 0-0. Oh, those are the flower wall. That's the flower wall.
So in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, 7 stacks of tiles are set aside for supplement tiles or replacement tiles. So when you draw a flower or you declare Kong, you use the tiles in that collection. It's called a flower wall.
Oh, okay.
And
So
we
it is a
don't
wall
play
game.
into it. Once you get to the flower wall, you stop.
Got it.
So sometimes your tile may be in the flower wall. That's kind of the bummer.
Got it.
But, okay, so we're looking at Stacy's hand right now. She's looking really good for Snowflake or maybe even Peng Chao if she had more time. Peng Chao is 4 Pengs or Chows in a pair in 1 suit, but you have to draw your final tile. Snowflake is 6 pairs of dots with white dragons. Let's see, and then I'm going to show, Esther, I was going to, here, we can go this way. Let's see, is this you? Oh, no, here we are over here. Esther. Okay, so Esther was she was in gather mode, and she was kind of in between Betty and maybe Windy Gates, but she needed a sequence for Windy Gates and she didn't have that description. But Betty is 3 pairs in 1 suit, but the pairs have to be simple, 2 through 8. So the 9 dot pair would not be useful for Betty. It had to be 2 through 8 with pairs.
Okay, but are my Norse okay to each count as an honor? So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 honors.
You do have 6 honors, but with Betty,
I understand the 9. I understand the 9s. I saw
okay.
that, but that's just what I had.
Okay. So her honors, the North, West, and then the dragons, she needed to discard a North, and then she needed a white dragon, a South, and an East. Because you need to have 7 odd honors, which means
odd honors. Okay.
And that means that you need 1 of each wind and dragon, and then any one of those paired typically. That would be 7 odd honors with 1 honor paired.
Okay,
And
so in general, the Pung of Norse wouldn't help me.
Not in this case. We were talking about a hand that might have been able to use it, but you really needed more of a sequence to build from, and you have 1 extra pair in there. Really, the 7 dot or 8 dot, you just need 1 pair. Otherwise, you need to build out a sequence. And
Okay.
It looks like there's a 1 dot in front of you and a 3 dot. So it almost
No, I
looks
think
like
I discarded
okay.
a 2 dot.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. If you're interested in learning this game, you really need to order a green book from Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. There should be a link in the video description below. It is a great game. It's fascinating, and there are lots of really fun hands to play. They're divided by category, and I'm doing a deep dive every Wednesday night into the hands with a presentation. So even without a book, you can learn about the hands. And then we'll do a little bit of gameplay with commentary on Wednesday nights through, I think, February 22nd. And then I'm going to start doing regular live streams where we just play and do gameplay with commentary. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new table where I have the ability to seat people so we don't have a stranger joining our table. So bear with me as I create a new table. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So go ahead and exit that table, if you will. And look for, in a moment, look for Hop Toy WPMJ. And I'm going to click save in just a minute. Only host can see. Okay, we're good now. All right, look for Hop Toy WPMJ, please. And maybe we'll play just one or two more games. I don't know how long you guys can play. This has been a good test, though. Yeah, they don't make it easy to get a book. You have to download the form, print it out, or fill it out online, and then you have to mail it, snail mail. I wish they would. I wish they would have an electronic, do it digitally. It would be so much easier for people, but I don't know why they do what they do. Do you, Patty?
No, they're very old school. You cannot, they don't have a web, and everything is done by volunteers. So it really is pretty old school. So yes, but they respond really quickly, but they will not accept telephone requests or anything else. You will have to mail that form in.
So if you have a question about a scenario that happens at a table, a disagreement or something on the rules, you have to send it by snail mail?
Actually, in that instance, you can email them, Wright-PattersonOSC.org, I believe is what it is. And there'll be a thing for Mahjong. I haven't been on the site in a while, but there are questions. Plus, also, if you other ladies are on Facebook, it's military rules, Wright-Patterson something. Let me see if I can find it. And you can ask there. A real excellent source on that is Marietta Beckham, if you can find her. So
a friend, her, I am in contact with Marietta often.
Right. And there's another gal, is her name Stacy, maybe? I can't remember. Here it is. It's under, let me see. Can y'all see that?
There are the links right there to everything.
Sorry, Kenya. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yes, I do.
Talk about old school. That's how I know about all this stuff. I'm very old and a lot of school.
I just put the links in chat for everybody. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and see Stacy, and we're going to start a game. And before we do that, though, when you first get your dealt hand, you're going to look for the predominant suit, because you're focusing on pair hands and sequence hands right now. And you're going to play with the predominant suit with Winds and Dragons. If you have any one of those with 7 tiles or more, focus there and discard the other. So let's say you have 6 dots, 4 winds, and a bam and a crack, or something like that. Clearly, your predominant suit is going to be dots, And then you're definitely going to hold all winds and dragons no matter what, because they can be used in many hands on both of those group categories. So that's the goal.
Last time I was pretty even in dots and cracks. So if you have like say 6 of each, which one would you go for? What would you look for to see? Would you look for a sequence within that, or?
It really depends. There's actually a hand, not that you don't have. Once you get your book, you'll be able to go throughout the book. But there are hands that use mixed suits. If you have maybe a couple suits that have odds and one that has an even, there's a whole group of hands called hopscotch that are a lot of fun to play. And there are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 2, 4, 6, 8, and mixtures of those. So there's a whole page on mixed suits using evens and odds. Then there's also mixed suits using chows. So, but since you don't have a book yet, it's going to be very challenging to explain those to you. And without visualization, you might struggle. But if we see a hand that you have the potential for, would you like to try them if we talk you through it? And that question is for Stacy and Esther.
Sure.
Stacy, would you be open to playing a hand that you can't see on those 2 pages I sent you?
Yeah, as long as you tell me what I'm looking for, yes.
Okay, so if we see something that you're set up for, we'll recommend it and walk you through it.
Okay, great.
So what we'll do is maybe, Esther, can you share your screen, and that way I can quickly toggle by toggling to everybody's hand quickly.
Just gonna get a pen. Hold on.
Because right now I can see Stacy shared her screen for her game. Mine is shared. So Esther, if you can share your screen, I can quickly toggle, and that way we can help each other learn.
Yeah, it's not letting me, I guess, since somebody else is, or it's an entire screen.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Go ahead and try now.
Oh.
Try now.
Do you do it through the present?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Present is where you share your screen.
Oh, I see. Okay. You see that at the bottom?
Oh, I've done it multiple times. It shares grayed out.
Oh, okay.
Once I get there and I say entire screen, shares grayed out. It's grayed out for me.
Oh.
Maybe there's a way you need to allow it, like if there's a permission or something.
Well, I mean, I did it before, but I'm thinking there's too many of us share. Not all of us can be presenters at the same time.
Well, I just stopped sharing and it didn't make a change though. So I don't think that was it, because I removed my screen share. Let me see. I even stopped sharing.
Didn't you say Stacy was sharing though?
Stacy, would you like to unshare your?
I can. Well, let's see. I'm going to have to share back, but I'll stop to see if Esther
Okay,
can.
Esther, can you share your screen?
Let me try.
Thanks for coming by, Ryan. Thank you, Karen, for coming. Appreciate it.
Now I'm sharing.
Okay, so I'm gonna, now unshare. And when you share, there's a second tab that says window. Share only the game instead of your entire screen.
Oh.
So click window and then select the window with just the Mahjong Time game.
All right, I'm going to wait for her to share and then I'll reshare.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So I have screen sharing. Share screen. Oh, window. Okay,
yes.
Window.
And then pick only the Mahjong Time game.
Oh. It didn't come up there.
You have to have the window open. So
yeah, that's what.
If you minimize the game, it won't let you select it. You have to open the game app.
Okay, there, I got it.
Okay. All right, great. Okay, now Stacy, would you like to do that? Okay. Good. So now you can see there's Stacy and I can share mine. Okay, so now we all have it on there, and I'll be able to now quickly toggle. Okay, so Stacy, I'm going to go ahead and add you to North, and the game will start the deal. Shall we play one more game? I don't want to hold up your afternoon.
I'm fine. Whatever you want to do is.
I'm good with
How about
another game.
Another game, okay. So
Mhm.
we'll try one more, and then we could always continue if someone has to drop off. Okay, so I'm going to see Stacy at North. Here we go. And then we'll toggle to each person's hand and offer some advice, okay? Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with my deal, I guess.
Okay, so if I have a lot of winds and dragons, I should probably keep that and get rid of like the middle numbers, right?
6
Okay.
characters.
Yes, you're going to hold all dots. Dots and wins. You should look at Betty, number 10. Look at number 10 for Betty at the moment for you.
3 pairs. And the what are odd honors?
Odd honors is with one wind and dragon, one of each wind and dragon, and then it asks for any tile paired. So one of each wind and
I can't
dragon.
see my hand. Sorry,
Okay.
it's just going to
Stacy.
discard for me.
7 odd honors is one of each wind and dragon, which you almost have it.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So
Give Mary for love.
Esther,
I can't, I'm Mary for love, but I can't, where am I? Am I there now? No, that's not me.
5 characters.
It's discarding for me.
okay.
I am,
1 bamboo.
I'm west,
Yeah. Well, let's see
1
here.
bamboo.
I think I'm on
but it's
here.
not letting me play my hand, so,
8 bamboos.
Okay, Patty, or I can't tell who's talking. Is it Patty?
it's Patty, and
Okay.
I'm Mary for love, and I'm west, and it won't let me play my hand, so,
What do you mean it won't let you play?
well, I'm looking at, who am I looking with? South. Let's see
Are you
if
able to
I'm
share?
looking at north. Who is north?
Okay, at the center of the table, there are wind indicators. East is currently discarded.
Right.
Think I'm North.
See,
Okay,
it's now, I can't see my hand. I'm sitting behind, north. I'm not sitting behind my hand.
You have to go back to the app. If you're looking at the screen share, you're not going to be able to see your hand. You have to go back to the
Okay.
app.
I'm very confused right
Okay.
now.
Okay, I got you. I understand. Okay.
Character.
think she
That's
was looking
good.
at the shared screen on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Not at her own
Oh,
hand.
Sorry.
app.
You
I
were
got
trying
it.
to play on stream. Oh, okay. All right.
Or you got to recommend one for me?
1
Okay. Yes. Now, add.
Right now, I'm just getting rid of BAMs because I'm kind of even in cracks and dots.
Yep. Okay. So let's see. 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay. So 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 8,
8
2,
bamboos.
8. Let's see here. 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 4. 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 2. Now, I was thinking if there was a way to do Gertie's garter, but I don't see that. Gertie's garter is 2 like sequences, 7 like tiles in 2 suits in a sequence. 7 like tiles in 2 suits. Have you ever played that, Patty? Gertie's garter?
Oh yeah, it's a good one. It could be like 2 through 9 or, 3 through 9, 2 through 8, but they have to be like BAMs and cracks, and they have to be the identical numbers.
So maybe you could try that, Esther. Try 2 like sequences of 7.
7 bamboos.
In cracks and dots. As long as they're the same sequence, see if you can try that.
Okay, so I should get rid of my my dragons then
Yes.
next. And
So as long as the sequence of 7 is the same,
7
that would be
dots.
called Birdie's Garter. Now it almost looks like you're building for cracks.
Yeah.
So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Maybe discard the 7 dot. And if you keep drawing cracks, I would go with cracks and start getting rid of your dots.
Okay.
Would you recommend the same thing, Patty? That she
Yeah,
play-
she's got more cracks now. I think I would. And she can gather dragons, or maybe she'll get a win. Maybe.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Now you have predominantly
Right.
cracks. So at this point, I would concur with Patty. Okay, so
Okay.
Stacy, how are you doing with your hand?
Dots.
It seems like
Oh,
I'm
that
doing
looks
okay,
pretty nice.
right? I can have one pair of honors and then I need 5 others, or,
Well, you need
sorry, I need-
singles, so you need a white dragon and a north.
8 dots.
right, okay.
Oh, let's see, is that a north? You need a west, white dragon and a
7
west.
characters.
White dragon and a west, but the pair of greens is good because I can have one honor paired.
That's correct.
And then I just need 3
Correct.
pairs of
Bamboo.
random dots.
Yes, but the pairs,
She would.
the pairs.
That's
of
looking
number
like it
4
could be Betty.
That's, yeah, I was just
Yeah.
trying to explain that they have to be pairs of 2 through 8. So you will have to let go of the 9 dot.
Okay,
You can't use terminals with Betty.
okay. And they don't have to
6
be
characters.
consecutive pairs, just any
That's
2
correct.
pairs. Okay,
It can be any 3 pairs,
okay.
any 3 pair.
So I need
Let's
a
see.
west.
1 bamboo.
Oh, look at that.
9 dots.
Now, I can't call for a pair, correct?
No, this is a concealed hand.
Yeah, okay,
You can only claim the winning tile.
okay,
This particular hand does not
8 characters.
comply with Hong Kong Mahjong, so you'd have to play up to your winning tile. Because you wouldn't be able to declare Mahjong with this particular, oh, there's a nice,
Characters.
okay, now what you want to do is you want to start looking at the dots that are out and optimize your potential to get a pair. So,
Is there a discard, like a list of discards somewhere that I don't see?
well, if you click on Game Helper in the upper right corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then click Game Helper at the bottom. Oh, you must not have a premium. Are you on a free account?
Yes,
Because it is a perk.
7 dots.
If you're interested,
I can just eyeball it.
yeah, that's what most people do anyway.
Dots.
I very rarely use it, but you can see that the 7 dots are out. So you would make that that would be a good discard for you next time.
I see 2 7 dots. Are there 3?
Well, but
No.
so you
There are
want to
also
optimize your potential to get a pair. And since there are 2 7 dots out,
And 2 8 dots and 2 6 dots.
8 characters.
okay, so the 4 dot would be the ideal pick. So that's what I would hope for you to pick, that 3 dot. Since there are 2 7 dots out, it's going to be unlikely that you're going to get one.
Right. A lot of the dots
Okay.
that I have are already out there, so that doesn't seem
So
good.
you just want to play a swap game. You want to try to get a 4 dot. You
Mhm.
want to try to get a 2 dot would be great.
9 bamboos.
Oh, look, you paired up. You got it. You got one.
Did
Okay,
you
the
get rid of
7
the 8
dot.
then?
No, keep. Oh, I see. There are 2 8 dots out. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. What seat am I in? Okay, so prevailing is over there. All right. That's all right. We'll just let that go.
4
Okay, so
bamboos.
Esther, how are you doing here? You're still trying to clear to 1 suit and honors, which is good. You need to get rid of your dots. So it looks like
9
you're doing good.
characters.
It's kind of it's a bit of a grind, but it's part of the game. I'll share my hand. I'm in the same position. I have 2 offsuit tiles, and I probably am playing Betty too. I have a pung of West that I don't need.
Right. But you could use your pair of Wests as your honor pair,
Yes,
right?
yes, I can. So only one of the Wests will probably go. And
I need one.
there are no wins out right now. So you just ignore all the prompts for chows.
Mm-hmm.
3 characters. 3 dots. 4 dots. 3 bamboos.
Let's see here.
That's annoying.
8 dots.
Oh, there goes the 8 dot though.
I threw it. It's the last
Oh.
one. But
Oh,
I
'cause
discarded
you
my
had-
other 8 dot. Guess I
Yep.
should have thrown the 7.
9 characters.
So I was able to get one of each
dots.
dragon at least. I'm happy about that. We have about 3 more
7
picks
dots.
each.
So
Okay,
can you take a
I'm
look-
single suited now.
Can you take a look at my
But
hand?
I have
think-
terminal.
Sorry.
Yep.
I think all I need is a West now. But I can't call
Yep.
it.
That's right. You're ready to win. You're ready to win, Stacy.
Woohoo!
Nice. Ready to win on Betty.
Ready, Betty.
You're ready for Betty. You need a West. That would be Mahjong. No, don't be distracted. Let her go.
Mm-hmm.
This is Esther. Is there a hand with terminals that I can play with these cracks?
With cracks,
3
you would
dots.
probably be playing like new Razzle.
2
Razzle
dots.
is number. I mean, there won't be time, but Razzle would be the hand you would look at,
Bamboos.
and that would be 5 pairs and 1 suit with news.
Okay, I was looking at sequence because I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That
1
would have been
dot.
Stacy's winning hand. So for this game, Stacy won Betty.
Oh, okay.
Kudos, Betty. Betty, I just called you Betty.
6 characters.
Stacy would have won with Betty because I just discarded that West.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Because I'll do it again because it's the last tile. So
Right,
there
but I
goes the
can't
West,
take it.
and that would have been her winning tile.
Give me that.
So let's see here. I'm gonna share my screen. I was just trying to clear to 1 suit and honors. I was probably also playing Betty. I had one that I would need to have gotten rid of, and also the 5 dot. But here's Stacy. All she needed was the West, and it was discarded, so she technically won this game.
So if
so
we were
kudos-
playing in person, I would have been able to call that, right?
You're correct.
Yes.
You would say Mahjong. And that would be for Betty, which is hand number 10 on
Mhm.
page 17. 3 pairs and 1 suit of simples, 2 through 8, and then 1 of each wind and dragon and any honor paired. And then Esther was trying for probably Betty also. That's a pretty easy hand to get if you collect winds, dragons in 1 suit. It's a pretty
The
easy
problem
hand.
with that one, Esther, is you can't have terminals in Betty. It's only simples.
Yeah.
So you would have
Yeah.
had to get rid of your ones, but it was beautiful.
Yep.
What are terminals? The 1s and the 9s?
Yes. Terminals are 1s and 9s because they begin and end a sequence.
Got it.
They kind of terminate the sequence, as it were.
But if it doesn't say no terminals in the description, then you can, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me in this test. I would say that if we were to play this way, I probably I need to come up with a name for it because it is kind of different. It's a bit, it is challenging to do the screen share. So people need to know how to use technology in order to participate. But once we get everybody in and sharing their screen, it's really easy to toggle. I think this actually is a great teaching tool. Like if I had 4 students and had everybody share their screen and I would be the instructor, I could easily toggle to the shared screens and we could play open-handed.
Mhm.
And, I think that's the way this would be a useful tool, I think. What do you guys think?
I think so. If you share your screen, though, everyone else can see everyone's hand. But obviously, it's for learning purposes. So I think that
Yes.
would be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, when I do lessons, depending on what I'm teaching, if I'm doing a skill builder or strategy, sometimes we'll play open-handed so everybody can see everybody's hand anyway.
Mhm.
And we just have to train ourselves to compartmentalize decision making so that we're still making decisions as we would as if we only saw our own hand. So there's some, what do you call honor code with that.
Is there an
Well,
option on this
I wasn't
website
looking
to
at
play
the,
open-handed? Sorry.
I'm sorry, we had two at one time.
Sorry. Go ahead, Esther.
I was just going to say, I stayed on, since I'm new trying to learn the hands, I just stayed on my hand. I didn't go over to where you had it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to learn from other people's hands just to see what's happening.
Well, at the end,
yeah. Is there a way to choose open hand on this so that everyone can play? Like you can choose open hand for the table so everyone can see everyone's hand at the same time, but you're still only playing your own?
On Mahjong Time, they are working on a teacher feature. Oh, it rhymes.
Oh, I
Teacher
love it.
feature. They're working on a teacher feature, but it's where I believe it's where I'm not sure how it's going to work yet, but the teacher would be able to see everybody's hand.
Like Debbie's site.
Yes, that's what they're developing that. Now, as far as how an instructor will be on where you're at a table with 4 people and you're able to see, I don't know how that's going to function. And he says it's supposed to be released in the new release, whatever the next release is, but I don't know when that's going to be. And I haven't heard an update on Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. I'm hoping to get an update on when the release might be. I think the original plan was in December, but it's been pushed. So hopefully it'll be sometime this year. I'm hoping sooner rather than later, of course, because it'd be awesome to do the Charleston and, be able to Mahjong when you actually have a Mahjong. That would feel really good. And it'd be really nice also to see the scoring, because scoring is part of the game. That's like phase 3 of the game, which we're going to cover on Wednesday night later. I'm doing like a 10-part series. And the next Wednesday night live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern time is going to be on pairs and sequence hands. And we're just going to do a deep dive into the hands, and we're going to talk about some of the complex ones. I'm going to show examples in a presentation, and then we'll do some gameplay with commentary, time permitting.
So the ones that you've already done, are they out somewhere on that we can watch the videos?
Yes, they are. They're on my YouTube channel. If you just search for WPMJ, the acronym WPMJ, and the title Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg will be in the video title and also in the thumbnail, and it'll be shown in green. And then I also have a playlist specifically set up for the deep dive, and I'll share about that on Wednesday night, so you can find where those videos are going to be. We went through one live stream already. It was an introduction to the game where I basically shared about the book and the history, how it even began. And then I shared a little bit about how the tiles work together and also the categories. And I showed an example in each category so people could get an idea of the kinds of hands that you would be playing. And then I also did a little introduction to scoring, because it is part of the game. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for jumping in on this test. I really do appreciate your time. It was a lot of fun. And for those of you watching the repost or who joined in us in the live stream, thank you for your patience while we were working through logistics. This is going to be a lot of fun to play a new game. It's especially heartwarming for me because this was my childhood game. I learned this first when I was a kid, and we played this with my family on holidays. So it warms my heart to be able to play this again.
This is great. Thanks for including me,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome. We'll see you all again soon. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Also, for those watching the reposts, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe. Also click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that can give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.